Hey, good morning, folks. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torgrosa. Welcome to the MLive Morning Weather Update. A little late this morning. I got up early and then I fell back to sleep on the couch. So let's get to it. I guess the main thing I can tell you is if you're concerned about traveling, wait until the afternoon. Temperatures will come up from about Saginaw southward. They'll come up to above freezing. In fact, Saginaw, it looks like about 5, 6 o'clock will make it to about 34 degrees for an hour or two. So, in other words, anywhere from Saginaw southward is where you would have some melting off and a little bit stronger in the ice storm sections. By the way, we're looking at the reports about the ice storm area. We'll call it between I-96, I-69, Grand Rapids to Flint, south to I-94, Kalamazoo, Jackson, Lansing, Ann Arbor, Detroit. That area right there, about a half inch to 3/4 of an inch of ice accumulated. Now, quiet conditions in the south, precipitation mostly done, aside from maybe a few little spurts of light freezing rain that'll come through the Tri-Cities, that's Saginaw Bay City, Midland, in a little bit. I'll show you that to you. But the current radar shows it's back to just an off and on light to moderate snowstorm for northern lower and a little bit heavier snow for the UP. I wanted to show you this because we can see the warmth developing, and it's not big warmth, it's not robust, but look at the southwest corner. Kalamazoo is reporting 34 degrees now, and then down in the southwest corner, let's call it 33 to 36 degrees. And if you imagine that coming to the northeast, up to about Saginaw and off to the east, that's about the only places that get the warmth. And by the way, some of the ice storm area, Ann Arbor to Detroit, still fairly cold at 29 degrees. Salt on the interstates. Oh, sorry, no sounds. Okay. Well, Yang Lee, you must have a problem because everybody else is reporting that they can hear me. So you'll have to do something on your computer. All right. So those are the current temperatures. Here's the radar forecast for today. And it's, I'd call it mostly a dry day for most of lower Michigan. Okay, and so this is noon, 1 o'clock. And see how I say that some spotty freezing rain may be redeveloping from Flint into the Thumb, Saginaw Bay City, north to Houghton Lake. It wouldn't be a lot, a couple of hundredths, but that's still enough to make another slick spot. So be careful there. And it's also a sign that it's still below freezing in those regions. But Grand Rapids, Lansing, Ann Arbor, Detroit, Jackson, you're done with the precip other than some drizzle. Let's see. And then this is 6 o'clock tonight. And the storm pulls off the main storm center. And then you'll notice everything starts to move in from the northwest. That's the colder air. That's the lake effect developing. Northwest low around Traverse City and Leelanau County and Benzie County. You could get lake effect. And in the southwest corner, Holland to west of Kalamazoo. And now we're midday tomorrow, early afternoon, and things are improving. And then this is a weak little area of light snow coming through Friday night, Saturday, right there, less than an inch of accumulation. So here's the total additional snowfall. Today, before the lake effect kicks in, you're talking 1 to 3 in northern lower from Traverse City to Houghton Lake to Oscoda northward. The UP 3 to 6 still under the possibility of heavy snow. And then overnight tonight, notice that the lake effect starts up and adds a couple of inches in the northwest corner and in the southwest corner of lower Michigan. But the ice storm area, you're done with it. All right, so let's look at temperatures. Noon. Freezing line, north side of Grand Rapids, and then through Lansing, through Detroit and Ann Arbor, and south of that, 35 to 40, which would be a strong melting situation. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Look at Saginaw, still stuck at 30. Alma's still stuck at 30. So I think your secondary roads won't improve in Saginaw County and northward until we get to, there's 5 o'clock is 32. 6 o'clock, it's 33 or 34. Midland, you'll probably never have the roads improved by Mother Nature because you'll stay at 30 or less. And then as soon as we get into after sunset, the temperatures go the other way to much colder conditions. All right, let's look out into the future. More storm systems lined up. Fun. Friday, I would call it a good travel day. Now, there's that quick little light snow that comes through Friday night, Saturday morning. Saturday, a dry day. Sunday, a dry day. Trying to warm up. Here comes the next big cranked up storm. Monday, this storm center tracking over southern lower Michigan. That would put the heavy snow band in far northern lower, up in the UP, would bring lower Michigan a lot of rain, probably not freezing rain like this one. And then on the backside of it, we would get into, usually it's a 1 to 3 inch snow for in about 12 hours after it on Tuesday. Wednesday looks to try to warm up, and look what we have coming toward the end of it. We have another cranked up storm, and that would be the following weekend. They're starting to take a somewhat warmer track, at least for the southern and southeastern part of lower Michigan. Mimi says, hate this weather. All right, temperatures. Ignore this. The high resolution is better for today. Tomorrow is cold in the 20s, low 30s. Saturday, back to 40 up to Lansing and Grand Rapids, and almost 40 at Flint. Sunday, back to 40 at Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, Mount Pleasant, near 50, Ann Arbor, Detroit. Monday, in the 30s and 40s, but you could see those would be temperatures that wouldn't be conducive to freezing rain. Keep an eye on it, though. We will. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. I forget who said that. I forget who's saying that was. Tuesday, Wednesday, some 40s in the southern half. And then some 40s trying to inch northward. And then Friday into Saturday of next week, we'd have another storm system. And that can always bring wild fluctuations in temperatures. So, the road reports on our MLive administered Michigan weather Facebook group says that where the ice storm hit, the interstates are good, just wet. The side roads, unsalted roads, are very icy. Parking lots, sidewalks, your front porch, obviously very icy until you get to 33, 34 degrees for a couple of hours. And that's probably going to be this afternoon. It might even be 3 or 4 o'clock before Mother Nature has a couple of hours to do her work and help us out on some of that stuff. So, let's see. Brooklyn, Irish Hills is a mess. Next Wednesday is March 1st. Yes, that's right. Hey, good morning, Alpena. Alpena, you're going to get a pretty good thumping of snow because it's going to continue there. Traverse City, 5 to 7 inches so far. How's traveling next Thursday? South to Georgia. Well, let's give it a try. I would encourage you to look back again. Next Thursday. So we know the next storm system next week will be forming out west. So next Thursday, traveling to Georgia, you would be in the warm sector of the storm, and you wouldn't have any winter weather woes, but definitely check in and make sure things haven't changed a whole lot. The Sandlot? Okay. I thought it was from something else. All right. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. I'll have a post about this weekend coming up, but you kind of know about that. But if you want some details, I'll give them to you. Thanks for sticking with us here at MLive through the storm system. Another victory for meteorology and for modeling, I do believe. You know, you have to honestly say that you're getting fairly accurate warning on these things out about 6-7 days now. Yeah, the zone moves a few counties or so, but the timing of when it's going to start, the timing of when it's going to be over, the nature of how much precipitation could fall, and pretty close where the zones of snow, freezing rain, and stuff line up, getting quite accurate. By the time I'm ready to retire, the phone app will actually be able to do it for you. As we know, the Apple Weather app, I heard so many people, whatever that app is, it's worthless because it had Ann Arbor with 22 inches of snow and then down to 10, then back up to 16. And they're like, who's right? And I said, I don't know. You're going to have to ask Apple. Oh, wait a minute. You can't ask any of those tech companies anything because there's no people to ever talk to. Wow, I feel better. Hey, thanks for joining me. I am MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Have yourselves a great day. If you want to stay safe, give it some time and let Mother Nature do the work on the roads. Take care.